Hey everybody, Mr. Odom here, and today I am going to go over the quiz for sections 9.1 to 9.3. So there are 10 problems on the quiz, and just to remind you that the problems I go through may have different values for lengths and widths and heights and slant heights and things like that. So if you have different numbers, then you can check your answer by going through the same process that I'm going to go through to solve the problems on this version of the quiz. So let me get started. Number one, find the surface area of the prism. Okay, so there's a formula for that. Surface area equals 2 times the length times the width plus 2 times the length times the height plus 2 times the height times the width. And I'm going to label these things. Maybe I'll make that my length. I'll make this my width. And I'll make this my height. All right, now that I've done the labeling, I can go ahead and just put the numbers into the proper spot in the formula. So 2 times 4 times 9 plus 2 times 4 times 5 plus 2 times 5 times 9. And then it's just a matter of doing the math. So 4 times 9 is 36. 36 times 2, that's 72. 4 times 5 is 20. 20 times 2 is 40. And 5 times 9 is 45. 45 times 2 is 90. And I add all of those numbers together. 40 plus 90 is 130. 130 plus 72 is 202, and my units are centimeters squared. So there is the answer to the first problem. Problem 2. Again, use the surface area formula for triangular prisms. And I need to figure out what the area of the bases are. It's a triangular prism, so the bases are triangles. So let me find the area of one of those triangles and then multiply it by 2. .5 times 6 divided by 2. And let's see here. There's canceling I can do. So this is 7.5 feet squared. But the area of the bases is both triangles. So I have to take this number, multiply it by 2, and I get 15 square feet. And then for the area of the lateral faces, I have 3 rectangles. All right, and let's look at these rectangles. We'll start with the one all the way in the back. So it is 6 by 11. So this is 6 feet by 11 feet. So that is 66 feet squared. That is the area. And the skinny one on the bottom is 2.5 feet times 11 feet. So 2.5 times 11, and I get 27.5 feet. There's my area of that rectangle. And then the one that's in the front is 6.5 5 feet times 11 feet, and 6.5 times 11 gives me an area of 71.5 feet. So now I need to add those together. So 71.5 plus 27.5 plus 66. So the area of the lateral faces is 165 feet squared. So I just add that to the area of the bases. So my surface area is 180 square feet. And I'm good. All right. Next, surface area of the cube. So surface area of the cube would be, again, 2 times the length times the width plus 2 times the length times the height plus 2 times the height times the width. And since the length, the width, and the height are all the same value, then let me substitute. I'll just use the length. 2 times the length plus 2 times the length plus 2 times the length. Well, the length times the length is just the length squared. So this is going to turn into a formula that we can use to find the surface area of the cube, because these are all like terms. So I can use this formula to get my answer. So surface area for a cube is 6 times the length squared. So that's 6 times 7 squared, or 6 times 49, which is 294 yards squared. So the surface area of the cube is that. And this is a formula that you can keep and use, and it's very quick when you have a cube, just with a cube. Doesn't work for anything except a cube. All right, number 4. Surface area of the regular pyramid. So surface area equals the area of the base plus the area of the lateral faces. All right, and because there's only one measurement here, the base is a square. So the area of the base is just 12 times 12. So the area of the base is 144 millimeters squared. And now for the area of the lateral faces, well, these are triangles. There are 4 of them. They are all the same. So if I just find the area of one of the triangles and multiply that by 4, that would give me the value for the area of the lateral faces. So let's calculate that. So the area of this triangle here is area equals base times height divided by 2. And again, I will multiply this answer by 4. So 12 times 10 divided by 2, and that equals 60 millimeters squared. So that's the area for one triangle. But I have 4, so 60 times 4, 240 millimeters squared. And all you have to do is add those together, and you get the answer. Surface area is 384 millimeters squared. All right. So Moving on to number 5, surface area of this regular pyramid. Again, we're just going through the process of using the formulas that we've learned so far in this chapter. So let's find the area of the base, which this is a triangular pyramid. So I need to find the area of that triangle. So the area of the base is the base times the height divided by 2. So I need to take 5, multiply it by 4.3, and divide that by 2. Let's see what we get. 5 times 4.3 divided by 2 is 10.75 inches squared. And then the area of the lateral faces, let me find the area of one of the lateral faces and multiply it by 3. Whoops, that's not the formula. I had 3 in my head and messed that up. All right. So there's the formula for the area of a triangle. And in this case, the base is 5, the height is 13, and I divide by 2. So 5 times 13 divided by 2 is 32.5 inches squared. But again, that has to be multiplied by 3. So the area of the lateral faces is 97.5 inches squared. So now all I have to do is just add these numbers together. Whoops. Inches squared plus 97.5 inches squared. And that gives me an answer of, let's see, 97.5 plus 10.75 gives me an answer of 108.25 inches squared. Okay, so I'm going to stop here with these 5 problems, and I'm going to make another video and go through problems 6 through 10. So I'll see you in a few.